You said what, David?
Who's in there?
Huh?
Who's in there though?
No one.
Who's
I
in
just
there?
started it, so no one.
What's your account called again?
My account?
Yeah, what is it called? What's your YouTube called?
Um, hold up. I forgot. I have to look it up. Cause I haven't streamed, you dig? So you know, only godly players stream, and that's me. So I think it's the, I think it's me and Fruits one. All right, let's see if it is this one. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, son. All right, it's called Kingdom of Thunder.
Kingdom of Thunder. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead for 99.
I'm gonna show y'all my trophy case real fast, cause you know I'm just that nigga. I'm finna show y'all what's been happening, what's been going on. So let's recap. So I won 2 championships, 2 or 3, I don't know. 3 MVPs, 2 or 3 MVPs, I don't know, man. I just say, let's just put it like this. That was back to back. Cause you know, people right there and there, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, that's mainly it.
Guess I don't need to ask how it's going.
There's my trophy case. We'll get into this game any second now. I'm gonna show y'all how I've been playing right now, cause you know, me, Dion, D'Angelo, the God.
Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Houston Rockets. Taking a look at the Rockets, this is their first time playing this squad so far this season. Last year, they had a winning record against them, going 2-1. We all know just how incredible Chris Paul is. Guy gives you everything you want from a floor general. Even at his age, guys, is there any team in the NBA that wouldn't be better if you swapped him
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, and let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys.
Thanks. He's a great passer, David. There's no doubt he can set the table. Chris, as a player, when you're looking at your team and how you're playing in these early stages of the season, what are some of the things you're looking for? What are some of the compass signs you've got to read here?
Well, you're hoping to see tendency. You're hoping to see the culture, which means that your guys are getting to the gym early, that they're practicing, that what you tell them is shoot around, they're paying attention to during the game, that it follows through. A lot of it is more than X's and O's. It's about that culture, that winning culture, where you're doing all the little things. So you want to make sure that everyone is all dialed in, that they're sacrificing, that the team is the most important thing for them in the season. And you can tell that every day by how they practice, their routines, and then their effort on the court.
So sometimes early on it's more than just the wins and losses. That can be a little deceiving?
Yeah, definitely. The wins and losses are deceiving. Throw those out the window, because if you're building wins on bad habits, if you're building that castle on sand, so to speak, you're going to get knocked down when you get to play against a really good player. You're just kind of building up extra confidence, thinking of yourself more than you ought to. So I had a great coach always tell me that if you worry about the process, the wins and losses will come. If you worry about the wins and losses, you totally lose control of the process, and all heck can break loose.
I like it. Well said. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, Paul and Harden, the star-studded backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with Rab, and it's D'Angelo in at the 3 slot. And yes, it's good. Paul's got his first bucket of the night.
And he'll take that. The nice, easy mid-range jumper, first bucket of the day.
That's all you want. It's a good shot to get yourself in a rhythm. For him, he's going to want a lot more than that to come.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
You're right. They are precise in how they ran that play. Exceptional timing. That's all good stuff.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't beat him up on the perimeter.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Shoots from the high post. It's stolen by Capella. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
And it's important for Cauley Stein's confidence that he gets these interior shots to fall. The more he sees the ball go in, the more assured he will feel down inside.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Fox kicks to Mason. Pulls it from the elbow. Rebounded by Capella. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
You know, the one thing I love about Sacramento is that fans are some of the best in the league. They know the game. This is a basketball town. The Kings are the only team of 4 major sports in town. The fans have pure passion when it comes to supporting them. There's a great fan that we call Sign Lady. She makes a sign for every game. She's been there for many years, and there's so many great fans like her. What's up, Sign Lady?
And as you said, Chris, with the Kings being the only pro team in the city, makes Sacramento absolutely rabid about their team.
And since that crazy talk of relocation has died down, Kings fans can rest easy. Sacramento fans know that their team will be here for the long term.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Well, you look at Easy Breezy, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
And the Kings making a change here. Labissiere's checked in. 11 feet away, and the shot falls short this time. Rockets leading by 3. D'Angelo, the pass to Harden. Feeds to Capella. Down to 5 on the shot clock. D'Angelo. It's rebounded by Labissiere.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
Way beyond the arc on that play. It's the kind of shot he can make, but not necessarily the one you want.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Good on both.
What an advantage for a big man to have, that smooth stroke at the line.
Here's D'Angelo, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Sacramento Kings.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Chris, you certainly played with some colorful characters during your career. Which players do you think are the biggest personalities now in the NBA?
Wow, I mean, when you think about the biggest personalities now, I mean, I think about a guy like Westbrook that's so soft-spoken, but his game is so loud that, you know, you have to take notice. Draymond Green, I think he's always been a guy that has never shied away from a microphone or the limelight. He's another guy that comes to mind. And so, and I think, you know, you always have to look at LeBron just because he garners so much attention, just because what he does is always going to be headline news, that he has fun with it. And so those 3 guys come to mind when I think about the biggest personalities in the league.
Nice job to get to the rack before the D can get any help in the post.
Now the pass to Farrell. Here's Sparks. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Pass to D'Angelo. For the 3. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
Passes it to Farrell. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The dish to Fox. The pass to Sparks. Here's Farrell. Sacramento again missing. D'Angelo. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so it's Houston holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hey, you talked to Chris. He was born.
Fortunately, I've always been vertically challenged, so I've never had to play power forward or center on anybody's team. I've been passing and getting into the lane, dishing the ball off to a teammate, helping people score.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. So on the floor for Houston, the 2 pillars of this team, Chris Paul and Harden, are the 1 and the 2. Rab is out there with Easy Breezy, and it's Capella in at the 5. Here's Paul. They get it back. A second chance effort. The Rockets again can't hit. The Kings trail by 11. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the second quarter. Farrell kicks to Mason. Here's the floater. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Rockets. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Mason. You want to talk about a coach who's known for bringing offense to a team, then Mike D'Antoni is your guy. Widely regarded, Chris, as one of the best offensive coaches in the league and is the godfather, many say, of the 7 seconds or less style of play.
Yeah, you look up at how this team runs their sets and pushes the tempo. It reminds me a bit of how the old D'Antoni Suns played. Certainly whatever team D'Antoni coaches, they're going to have some entertaining and up-tempo play.
Over in the corner, Paul. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. 52 seconds left in the second quarter. There's a good screen. Bogdanovich. No good on the triple.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Got that one up quick. 15 points for Easy Breezy.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
The feed to Labissiere. Sacramento moving it around. Farrell for 3. Nailed from 3-point land. Farrell's got 5.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defenses adjust, though.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Labissiere, the screen. They set the pick. Here's Newsom. And so it's Houston. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific.
Kevin, thank you. 4 threes already in the first half. How have you found all those open looks?
You know, I've just been trying to float and open up whenever I see a play start to develop. You know, if you hesitate just for a moment, things start to close up. So, you know, I've done my best to just stay active and be ready to shoot as soon as I have a chance. Small things like that add up at this level.
Well, you have made the most of it in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be... Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You know, Easy Breezy has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Well, and a few times he's done a good job of initiating contact, yet getting the foul call on the defender.
We've got Fox. Mason is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Easy Breezy in the last game against the Lakers put on a show. He ended with 31 points and was on the mark several times from beyond the three-point arc. He really had his fingerprints on the game. Did pretty much whatever he wanted. And it will be interesting to see how he follows it up here tonight.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
Yeah, he was special. But the biggest challenge for him tonight is that the defense will be ready for him. They saw what he did in the last game, just like the rest of them.
Cauley-Stein grabs the board. The Kings trail by 15. Goes up on the wing. Tries again. And Capella sends it back. They get it back. Bogdanovich dishes to Cauley-Stein. Tries yet again. And it's good on the layup. Mason's got the first bucket of the third here for Sacramento.
Oh, that's a big basket right there after misfiring on their first 4 attempts of the game.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Well, we talk so much about what it's like on the floor, Chris, but I wonder what it was like off the floor when you were on the bench watching the team play and what was going through your head and mind. What did you and your teammates talk about as you were on the bench taking a rest and watching the game go on?
It depends on which game. You know, if you're in L.A. and you see, you know, Eddie Murphy and Rihanna walk in, you're going to say, hey, look at Beyonce and Jay over there. Or, you know, if you're watching a great play and you see a guy dunk on your teammate, you're not going to get too excited, but you're going to whisper to your teammate, man, did you see that? That's crazy. Or, you know, you're pumping up guys because they've been working so hard in practice, and it's a guy who's getting his first time to kind of get in and get a good run. So you're cheering him on. And so being on the bench, you know, it's a lot of fun. You have to stay focused and ready to re-enter the game. But part of that job on the bench is to keep the energy of the bench, and that's to keep guys encouraged, to be loose, to have fun. And so it's a lot of fun being on the bench. It's more fun when you're winning than losing, but a lot of fun being on the bench encouraging guys.
Giles checked in for Sacramento. Here's to Angelo. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Easy Breezy's got 20 points.
Well, after failing to hit on their first 3 attempts of the half, they finally got one to go there.
Pass to Schultz. Here's Newsom. Sacramento again missing. And it's Houston on the break. High post shot. He doesn't hit that one. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
For selfishness. I mean, this is what happens when you don't make the extra pass. Your field goal percentage can go south.
And when he squares up, his height makes him a tough assignment.
Yeah, even when you get a hand up, it's hard to really affect his shot.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Houston moving it around. Here's Witt. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. They grab their own miss. Pass to D'Angelo. With the clock winding.
Oh, goodness. Did you see that? Oh, my. He's just getting nasty on him now, fellas.
You know, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out the really slick moves. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Houston Rockets, one of the most explosive scoring teams in the league. Defense has been a shortcoming in the past. Coach Mike D'Antoni said we have some good individual defenders. If the rest of them just try, well, that's the plan. Kevin?
Offense is what the Rockets are all about, D.A. You know that. Coach D'Antoni definitely focuses on this part of the game more than defense.
He is shooting the lights out from outside.
The Kings trail by 17. Here's Sparks. And he goes in for the dunk.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's D'Angelo, so the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox. The Rockets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
For Sacramento, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Pass to Mason. Shot from 12. Burks pulls it in.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul that goes against Sacramento. For Houston, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. Both free throws good from D'Angelo.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Kicks it to Cauley-Stein. And Capella sends it back. Here's D'Angelo. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Easy breeze. He's got 32 points in the game.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
That's because he's finding the spots. No hesitation. You can sense his confidence.
And so it's Houston cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And so it's Houston with it. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. They've got Clint Capella, Harden out there with Alec Burks. Then there's Easy Breezy. And the game is a passion, as we know, Chris. But does it help to have outside interests? You're passionate about art. You make music. You're a writer. You're a thinker. Talk what all that is about and what that means to you.
Well, I think being a complete person helps whatever job that you're doing. You know, we all are more than our job. With basketball, you have to put everything into it. And so sometimes to rejuvenate yourself, you need to get fed other places and kind of feed your passions. And so I think a lot of times when players feed their passions, it's really just to have enough energy to complete their goal of getting through a grueling 82-game season with all the ups and downs, the expectations, the heartbreak, the celebrations. And so I think for myself and for many other successful players that I've seen, those that have tried to approach life with the same way that they approach basketball, that's just living with passion, try to learn as much as you can, enjoy every moment. Usually to me, they are the most successful because it takes pressure off of playing the game.
Harden against Bogdanovich. He kicks it to Mason. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Houston making a switch. Grabs checked in. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And Chris, you had to deal with different injuries during your playing career. Some guys get bit by the injury bug and some others avoid it their whole career. Do you think that staying healthy, Chris, is a skill, or is it just luck of the draw?
Man, that's a great question, Kevin. I really can't answer that when you look at a guy like Jordan and seeing him only hurt his ankle one time. Or,
right.
You know, I do think when you take care of your body and you prepare that you can definitely stave off injuries. But at the same time, I think it's the luck of the draw. If you're a guy like myself and you're rebounding in the paint and there are a lot of feet under you, you're going to come down on someone's ankle and twist your ankle. And we've seen a lot of non-physical injuries, a lot of injuries that just seem to happen out of nowhere. And when you look at George's injury with the Olympics that time, or you look at a guy like Steph Curry with his ankle injuries that he had back.
For Houston, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Here's to Angelo, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
And shooters beware. Cauley-Stein is very crafty at how he rises up for the block. So good at catching scores off guard with his wide reach.
Dishes it to Mason. And there's the pass to Sparks. Here's Giles. Cauley-Stein a screen. Feeds it to Mason. 11 feet away. Second chance shot. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Rockets.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Easy Breezy.
Well, the big thing was if he had an open look, he drained it. He didn't let any of those easy chances get away from him.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Burks in the corner. Here's Easy Breezy. The rebound by Giles. And there's the call on Easy Breezy. That's his first foul. Ball stolen. From deep. No good there. So we see Houston taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and
Hey, DJ.
Hey.
Great game out there. Look, Shaq and the guys want to talk to you in the studio.
Really?
So stand, yeah, right this way. Stand
what
here,
up?
and
Okay.
we'll get you set up. Perfect.
That's good.
Hey, Kenny here, man. I have to say, this game wasn't even close. Congrats on the win. Now, do you feel this is one of your better team wins?
I mean, Kenny, that's really hard to answer because, although we won by a ton of points, I felt like we could have outscored them by at least another 20 or so. On the one hand, it was nice to win big, but, it would have been nice to win even bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Bigger than that? I can't wait to see that.
Hey, go big or go home, baby. What's up, Brian? So you have something for me?
I do indeed. Here you go.
Nice, man.
Alright. Huh? You could just tell them. That's off. What the fuck?
Shit, look that stupid. What up? You feeling what? Alright. Yeah. I'm on the other side though. You on the other side? Yeah. I ain't talking shit out. I hear you, nigga. You just, what you want me to say? Dude, already busted my motherfucking ass. Come on. You get some fuck shit off too. No money. Yeah. Look at that shit. He did here some fuck shit. Oh, full money? No. Alright? No. Ooh, those hands is unbelievable, ain't it? You got over 15 in a row. That's pretty good, that for our figure out. Shit. Shit, man, we blocked my shit. Ooh. What up, though? You good? Yeah, I'm good. Hey, I'm definitely good. Oh, they got the ball still? They bought good on that. Do what? God, jump. Let me try to jump the first one. Here? Yeah. They bought three on. I took one. Up here? Up here? No, thing. The pole? Yep. They bought three on my head. Wait until I get to the groove. 20 minutes. Alright. That was, money, 20 minutes. Okay. Alright. You got it, man. You got it, man? What do you do? Good, that